Ultimate Girls Trip, Villains Edition. Who would I cast on the Ultimate Girls Trip if it was only villains? Well, first, my number one villain would be Danielle Staub. Real Housewives of New Jersey, knows how to bring the drama, but more importantly, it always came with a little bit of like anger and resentment and just a little bit naughty. So Danielle Staub would be my first. Next, Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore has played the villain for many seasons, especially with the most recent filming of Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she got kicked out. I think a Kenya Moore, Danielle Staub face-off would be so epic. And so I would be here to bring Kenya Moore into the cast. I would also add Brandi Glanville to the mix. Brandi has had her own fair share of drama on the show, and I think that Brandi, coupled with a Kenya and a Danielle, will just be epic. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this person, but I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't add this person to the villain trip, Kelly Dodd. Kelly Dodd is a villain in her own right, both on the show and off the show. And so I think she would have to be in the mix to kind of shake things up on all things villainous. An oldie but goodie, and I do miss the Real Housewives of Dallas, but LeeAnne Lockett would have to be on the villain Ultimate Girls Trip. She's unhinged. She is just very dark in many of her famous scenes on the show, so I would put LeeAnne. And then the way I would round out this villain girls trip would be Jen Shah. I think Jen Shah being on the Ultimate Girls Trip Villain Edition would be so good. She is clearly a villain. She would have a lot to share from her time in prison, which, you know, she could be out soon. So let's add her to the mix. And yeah, that's my Ultimate Girls Trip Villain Edition. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Who did I miss? Who would you add to the mix?